You said idolizing entertainers, film actors, etc. doesn't make sense. Well, yeah, I said that, and I stand by what I said. And neither sports people. Well, sports people are simply gladiators who fight in an arena. And when it comes to sports people, there are so many qualities that are definitely admirable. I mean, a sports person generally comes from a very poor background, usually, very often, right? In especially in a country like India, and they have to make immense sacrifices, and they need to work incredibly hard to reach the stage where they reach in whichever sport it is, wrestling, hockey, cricket, whatever. So yeah, that personal struggle, the determination, the hard work, all that is definitely something that is worth admiring, no doubt about that. Hmm? So, and yet, what do they contribute to the nation? Not a lot. Okay, they make you feel good when they win. They make you feel terrible when they lose. Uh, but even athletes and sports people are, in a sense, entertainers, like the gladiators of Rome. The gladiators of Rome were entertainers, but yeah, they used to entertain people at the cost of their own lives. Um, but who who is it that genuinely can serve as role models for society is essentially the question, right? So for film actors and entertainers, sports people, don't idolize foreigners. No, I have never said don't idolize foreigners. There are lots of foreigners worth looking up to. uh, but then the question says, apart from two three great people in Bharatiya history, we don't know anyone. That is essentially the conundrum that lots of Indians face. See, in a country like India, modern day Bharat, modern day India, who is it today in Indian society, in the public domain, in the public sphere, that is worth idolizing? Who are the role models today? Are those politicians role models? Apart from one or two very rare politicians, I would say a large majority, not all. Okay, let's put it that way. Not all, but a large majority of politicians allegedly are crooked and allegedly are corrupt. Allegedly, I think everyone understands that. So are they worth? Are they your role models? Are they worthy of becoming role models? They're not. So who's left? Are your teachers your role models? Your teachers are service providers. The moment you stop paying them money, they'll stop teaching you. And what they teach you is garbage. So your teachers aren't role models. Doctors, look, these are just professions. But a person who is a role model is somebody who goes above and beyond what ordinary people are able to do, and they serve society in an enormous way. So if you look at Indian history, who are the great people that India produced, that Bharat produced, past 2,500 years? You go back all the way to the Mauryan era. We have Vishnugupta Chanakya, we have Chandragupta Maurya, who unified the country and showed what leadership can be and how a nation, how a civilization can be run. And Ashok Maurya, he had his flaws. Everybody has flaws. So Ashok Maurya had some flaws, but he was a genuinely great emperor. He unified the whole subcontinent and spread Indian culture far and wide beyond the subcontinent, right? Then you have someone like Kanishka, who according to some is a foreigner because he was a descendant of Kushans, but he was more Indian than most kings and most politicians you have today. He did more for Indian culture and civilization than almost anyone you can think of. Kanishka the Great. He unified not just India, but much more than what you currently see as India, way beyond the subcontinent. Unified all that under one empire. Incredible prosperity. He spread Indian culture far and wide, probably even more than Ashok. Eastwards, um, specifically, Kanishka. Then you have the Gupta emperors, multiple Gupta emperors. I can name a couple: Kumara Gupta, Chandragupta, Skanda Gupta, Samudra Gupta the Great, and so on. Then you have the Cholas, Rajaraj Chola and his son Rajendra Chola the Great, incredibly great emperors. Then you have the Marathas, you have Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So you have a lot of people in Indian Bharatiya history who are genuine role models. And of course, if you go back to the Bronze Age or whatever, way in antiquity, you have Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, Sri Ram, Sri Krishna, two of the greatest humans who ever lived, and whose legacy is still alive today in some way or the other. Right. So these are the people you can idolize. But in today's modern Bharat, In today's modern India, who's worthy of idolizing? Tell me. Your film actors? No, no, they are entertainers. They will, Indians, they see there is a certain actor play a certain patriotic role, and they think, oh my god, this is a great patriot. Let's idolize him. And then a few movies later, he's playing some other third rate role. So then they get all disappointed and disillusioned, and they say, like, oh, you have betrayed the nation and all. No, man, it's not like that. They're entertainers. So stop idolizing entertainers. Okay, film, sports people, they are also entertainers in a sense. You can idolize certain qualities that they have. You can use them as role models for certain qualities: the hard work, the determination, persistence, all that, but not more than that. They're just, apart from that, they are nothing special. um so you have that. You don't have politicians. So who do you have today in the public sphere in India who can genuinely serve as a role model? Scientists. Now tell me, name a great Indian scientist today. You're gonna struggle. You had Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who was an engineer, who was a rocket engineer, aerodynamic and aerospace engineer, missile missile engineering. You have the people in ISRO, definitely wonderful engineers themselves. But name one person. I mean, in the US, okay, let's go to the US. Donald Trump can serve as a role model for a lot of people. Okay, there are certain, he is slightly funny, and some people will, but overall, if you look at his journey and where he has reached today, he is a monumental person. He has gone through a lot, and he has persevered, and he has won victory, right? Victory. A leader, what is the most essential quality a leader must have? He or she must win. A leader who does not win, a leader who loses, is not a leader. You have to discard leaders who lose. This is something Indians don't understand. A leader who does not produce the results needs to be discarded immediately. Something Indians don't understand. Oh, he tried. Oh, he had good intentions. To hell with your good intentions. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. That's a saying somewhere. I don't remember who said it. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And most of your role models are people who failed and dragged the country down but had good intentions. So in the US, you have someone like Donald Trump, you have someone like Elon Musk, who again is a great example of what one person can achieve through incredible hard work, talent, and whatnot. There are so many examples in the US. There are so many examples outside of India. There are so many such people outside of India. In India, who do you have? That's the question. The system is such that it doesn't allow people to succeed. It doesn't allow people to become great. In a lot of cases, you can't become really wealthy in India without indulging in certain underhand practices, allegedly, and so on. So the greatest problem India faces is a lack of real role models, of people who are worthy of being role models. And that's why Indians idolize actors and actresses who play great people, who play the role, the character of a great person. So that's what Indians have to idolize, because there are no great people in India today. That is the sad misfortune that India faces today. All the great so-called leaders are essentially, barring one or two, mediocre people. So that's the sad misfortune we face. So look, what I would say is, it's okay to look up to people who are not Indians. It's okay to look up to Indians who are dead and who lived in the past, maybe 2000 years ago, maybe 5000 years ago. Doesn't matter. Make a list of people who you genuinely admire from deep inside, and try to live up to, and then ask yourself, what are the qualities that I admire about so and so person, so and so person, so and so person, and then try to live up to those qualities, because that's what genuinely resonates with you deep inside. That's what you need to do. And hopefully in the future, some of you, my viewers, hopefully some of you will go on to be genuine role models. I hope so.